Hello, hi everyone. I decided to make this video because when I was going through it, I noticed that there wasn't a lot of videos out there, information that I was looking for. I should have wrote notes before I started this video, but if I forget something, I'll make another video. But when I was going through it, I had a lot of questions and I couldn't find any videos on it. There was one guy who answer some of my questions, just one guy. So I thought that was a little awkward, but this video is about a broken wrist. I broke my wrist in two places. Well, I broke my arm down towards my wrist in two places. And they put a soft cast on it. I went to the same hospital that Tupac went to. God rest his soul or whatever, but I broke my wrist skating or whatever. Ended up leaving the skating rink, Floyd Mayweather skating rink on Boulder Highway. Been trying to go there for the longest time. Anyway, this ain't about that. But anyway, I finally decided to go skating. So I go skating. I'm having a great time, y'all, and I broke my wrist. I ain't never broke a bone. So I broke my wrist in two places, and they snapped it back into the place at Sunrise Hospital. And I was kind of a little scared because it was my first time having to be hospitalized since I moved across the country to here to Nevada. So I wasn't, even though I know a little bit about healthcare, I never had any experience in the healthcare system as far as the hospitals here in Nevada. So I must say, Sunrise Hospital did a great job. I like Sunrise Hospital, by the way. I give them a thumbs up. Thumbs up for Sunrise Hospital. But when I first got there in a stretcher, I was greeted by two doctors. Came and greeted me on the stretchers, still in the hallway, and introduced themselves and got questions. They did, like, they ran tests on me and everything, did an EKG and all of that, like right there in the hallway, real quick, as soon as I was wheeled in. But that's besides the point. Okay, so thumbs up for Sunrise Hospital. Now, guys, it's been 2 months since I broke my wrist. It was my left wrist. Here, let me see if I can get it up there for y'all. Here is the results. It's been like, for right now, it's been like 2 months. 2 months. So this is progress after 2 months. I had to get two screws, well, no, one long screw in place. I'm gonna insert a copy of my x-ray photo in here so you guys can see what it looks like or whatever. But this is 2 months. Now, I would say about 3 weeks ago, I was just able to use my hand. Now, my doctor, she's a great doctor, by the way. She removed my cast, or she was at my doctor. She's an orthopedic surgeon, so she's also the one who did my surgery. So she's the one who I go see with the checkups and everything. So I would say about a month ago, she removed my cast. It might have been like 6 weeks ago. She removed my cast, and she said that I can go on about, trying to do my daily things that I would do with my hand. Thank God it was my left hand, because if it was my right hand, I would be really messed up. And also, thank God for my son. He's been wonderful because I'm still going through it. He's been having to do my hair and all types of things because with a broken wrist, you can't tie a ponytail, you can't tie a shoe, you can't do a lot of things, like a lot of things. So, okay, so back to my doctor's appointment or whatever. She took my cast off like 6 weeks ago, and she scheduled me an appointment for 2 weeks later. But she told me that I can try to go on about my daily activity as far as lifting water bottles or, trying to do my hair, things like that I just said. So, I walked out happy. I think I got a picture of that too. I'm going to insert a picture of that too. The day I walked out, and the way that it was looking or whatever. She did a pretty good job stitching it up. I just showed you guys. But, so I was kind of happy walking out, even though, I was also kind of, distraught because my hand and my arm looked deformed. So my son honestly kind of got mad at me and cussed me out because I started crying in the doctor's office because of the way that my hand and my arm was looking. So he got kind of upset with me and was like, it ain't gonna always look like that. I'm acting like a kid, acting like Pootie, which is my little niece. Talking about acting like as if Pootie broke her arm or whatever. But anyway, besides all of that, okay, so I get home or whatever thinking, all happy-go-lucky besides the way my arm look. Thinking that, I'm about to do some things or whatever. So she scheduled my appointment for 2 weeks later. Do you know I wasn't able to do nothing with my hand? Not a damn thing, literally. Not a damn thing. I was getting depressed. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I couldn't stand the feeling of something touching my hand. I used to have to walk around with a rubber glove on, but I would put baby oil gel inside the glove before I slide my glove on because I literally could not stand anything touching it. So I had like a bunch of dead skin on it because I used to like soak it and wait for the skin to fall off. Like I could barely like wash it. So I had to find creative ways to wash my arm, my right arm and my back and all of that type of stuff or whatever. I had to find creative ways to do that. Because I one thing I don't like is not being able to wash my own, you know what. So, okay, when I went back to the doctors 2 weeks later, I explained to her what was going on with me. And I also had a brace on my arm. And she told me, and the nurse, not the doctor, she said basically that was the wrong thing to do. My arm was supposed to be free to be flexible and things like that. But like I told y'all what I was having. So anyway, once I explained to her everything, she told me I had nerve pain and she just prescribed me gabapentin. So right now, all of this is going on right now. Gabapentin takes about a month to fully work in your system. It's been 3 weeks so far. About 3 weeks so far since I've been taking it. And so far it's just my thumb. Like all of my hands were numb. Like this whole inside of my hand was numb. So I'm 3 weeks in with taking the gabapentin and the tip of my finger is still numb. Just the tip. So I'm very grateful, but I'm hoping that goes away. And I'm hoping that I do not have to live on gabapentin. I don't want to live on any medication. So yeah, I had to get the screw put in my arm because my arm kept moving out of place. With the cast on. Every time I go to get an X-ray, my bone was moving and moving and moving. So she told me that the best thing for me to do was to have the surgery. So this is where I'm at now, guys. I would say just about a week ago, I can chop up an onion. I can, tie my shoe. Today was my first day wearing something other than something stretchy. As far as my bottom half. I've been wearing stretch pants and things like that. But today I actually wore some jean shorts. So it was a struggle, but I got them up. Because like I said, that hand is still weak and I still have that numb spot on my thumb. So yeah, that's my update, my 2-month update. So I would say just about a couple weeks ago, since she prescribed the gabapentin, my hand has been getting better every day. So I did a little research on nerve pain or whatever because that's what I'm having. With my wrist fracture that I showed you guys, my wrist fracture. Yeah, so it's about 2 months in, y'all. And that's where I'm at. Now, as far as my hand, I thought I was going to have physical therapy. But since I had the gabapentin, I've been pretty much physical therapy myself. Like, I've been progressing every day. One of the tricks they taught me was to go like this with my hands. Did I skip a finger? No. So it used to be hard for me. Like, I couldn't do that for nothing. Like, so I'm doing all of that. When I make a fist, I can make a fist, thank God. I'm able to make a fist, but not like a tight one or whatever. You see, like right there, compared to this one, I could like really go in. So I'm progressing very good. I know that God heard my cries because I was very depressed before I had the gabapentin. I cried. I even boo-hoo started crying at my doctor's appointment. And like I said, God heard my cries. She's a great doctor. She listened to what I was experiencing. She prescribed the perfect medication, and I've been going up ever since. So I am so grateful for that. If anybody has any questions about a broken wrist and as far as pain or any type of question about it, feel free to leave a comment and I will get back to you about it. Because like I said, there's nobody online talking about it. Nobody online expressing what they've been through. Now, for me, it was kind of like, everybody has an option, but for me, it was kind of like not an option because like I said, my bone kept moving out of place. You can have a cricket wrist if you want to, let your bone heal cricket. Or if it just moves slightly out of place, you know what I mean? You could go without the surgery. But in my case, my hand was just like not connected to my arm at all anymore. So I definitely chose to go with the surgery, and I want to thank my doctor, Dr. Jessica Kingsburg. She's an orthopedic surgeon. She's a young woman, and she is amazing, and I just want to say thank you to her. She may never see this, but yeah, she's based out of Las Vegas, and yeah, so if anybody have any questions, like I said, I'm going to insert a couple of clips of my my x-ray so y'all can see what the screw looks like or whatever. And like I said, I'm healing pretty good. Thanks to my doctor. I think she sewed me up pretty good. Of course, I got a little scar there, but I'm going to make it, y'all. I'm going to make it. Will I go back skating again? Probably, because I love to skate. I just hadn't been in a long time, and it was my first time falling. So that day, it was almost time to leave anyway. So I don't even understand how that happened. Like, I have no clue.
Everybody, please clear the skatering floor, please. At this time, I ask everybody to please clear the skatering floor. Thank you.
All right, gang. Peace out, G.
And as y'all can see in this tiny clip, my son laughing at me. Laughing at me. Falling and hurting myself. Watching me get in the ambulance. And then the motherfucker had the nerve to say, am I catching an Uber home? And I had to catch Uber home. Lord Jesus.
Trying to go skating. Trying to go skating. Now I gotta leave. Where the car at? You taking the Uber home? Yeah, you know you ain't getting out till like 3 a.m., G. You're not getting out till like 3, G. Come on now.
This is me at Sunrise Hospital. Just got my arm cracked back into place. And guess what, guys? I'm sitting here waiting for my Uber to go home. So yeah, he did me like that. Not the deuces, y'all. He shut up the deuces. He shut up the deuces on his mom. I pushed this out my ass, and he shot up the deuces at me.
Damn. Got you on the stretcher.
No, we don't. So are you coming with, or are you going to take?
I'ma leave.
You're leaving.
Yeah. All right. You can go ahead and shut it on there.
But I do know that I was trying to save my tailbone. My sacrum. I believe that's what it's called. My sacrum. Because if I would have broke that, I would have been out of commission. Completely. But yeah. Questions down below. And I'll holler at you guys later. Mwah.